Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Somebody just let me know quickly if you can hear me. I had those audio issues last time, so now I think I'm just kind of paranoid about my audio. I wish it would show me somehow on my end. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I think this is a first. I'm pretty much on time today, so that's good. Hey Lemming, you were here first. Orlando. We do have that Lucid giveaway today, so I put the link to that is in the chat, and it's also in the description of the live stream. So that's where you go to get your name on the wheel. We'll spin the wheel after, and we will get a winner for our Lucid 50K Pro account. I want some of those Lucid daily accounts. Oh, we have nobody on the wheel yet, so sign up to win, get your name on the wheel. We'll do that a bit later. Okay, we got one person on there. Okay, I was gonna spin it, but I don't want to mess it up. Okay, where am I here? Okay, how did everyone do today in their trading? I took one trade early on, just quick in and out. I can show you the trade here. I was, this stupid thing. Where is it? Okay, so I got in pretty early in the session here. So I was looking for longs because of the fire lines here. So I took a long off of this first fire line, and that's it. The trade was maybe a minute long, just in and out, took my however many points it was. I think it was only 33 points. And then that was it, done for the day. I had a bad day yesterday. I traded like an idiot, so I didn't want to end up doing the same stuff again. I know it's really bad when you break your rules one day and then you go in the next day and continue that. It just makes it harder to stop. This is what I was watching after. I wasn't going to trade again, but I was looking at this. So this is what I look at for the reversals. Basically, I'm looking for these 9 EMA rejections. I'm looking for those to fail. So it would have set up here for a long. And this would have actually been a really nice one for me because I had a signal candle again off of this fire line that I was watching. I don't know if you guys can see that. I might have it blocking. But yeah, so this would have been my reversal long trade. I didn't take it. That would have been a nicer one to take, but oh well. And then I shut it down because I think it's just looking for trouble if you've taken your trade and you're done and then you keep watching. So I shut it down. That was it for my day. Yesterday was ridiculous. My chart looks terrible from yesterday. What's going on now? Were there earnings or something after the close? Does anyone know why? Oh, I tried NASDAQ micros. I think I had 2 micros today because yesterday I had it at 2 micros for my bad day. So I think I made like $135 on that little trade, which I'm more than happy with. And my funded account it's up $943 from when I started. So again, I'm happy with that. Monday I took a loss. That was fine. It was like a $46 loss. Trump tweet, okay. And then Tuesday, I just traded like a complete idiot and took a $30 loss. So not a terrible day in terms of a loss. I didn't have a huge red day. What happened? I can show you my chart from yesterday. That'll be kind of embarrassing, but if anybody wants to see it, I can show you the chart from yesterday and you can see what I guess just dumb over trading in chop looks like, though I'm sure everyone who's traded probably already knows what that looks like, but that's what I did yesterday. Luckily, I was only on 1 to 2 micros, and a lot of the trades were just I'd get in and then move the stop to break even right away and get stopped out. So there's a lot of that. It was just stupid. Okay, how did you guys do today? How have you guys been doing this week? It's been pretty rangy, so I don't know if that's might be kind of messing people up a little bit because we had those huge moves last week. Was it last week where we rallied? It must have been. So we had those huge moves, nice trending days, and then now we're just back in this range that we were in before. Okay, so let me know how you guys did. If anybody wants to call in and talk to me, if you have something going on in your trading, then call in now. I'll take calls. And we can figure it out. If there's no calls, then I'll be done early today. I'm going to see if there's more people on the wheel. Okay, we've got some names on the wheel. If I did it now, you guys would all have very good odds of winning here. I'm not going to do it now. That's probably not fair. I just want to spin the wheel because I like the little sound that it makes, but maybe I should make this smaller so we can keep it in there. Okay. Platano. Guys, these names are hard for me. We're going to say Platano 07. Despite the small ranges, I've been able to close small green. That's good. Are you normally a range trader? I find it's hard because I'm not a range trader. I want to develop, I always want to develop strategies for the range. And I see it happen all the time with the fire lines where it'll just form a range between two of them. And I always think, why don't I just take a limit order and play the range? But I don't. Maybe one day. Oh, Wedgie, I entered twice and don't see my name. Maybe it's just not there yet. Maybe it punishes you for entering more than once. Check and see. Maybe it's on here now. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Yeah, I didn't have issues with it last time, so I'm not sure. Larry, small red day, but kept everything in control. Good job, Larry. Those are the hardest days to have and the hardest days to stick with your plan and your discipline. Lemming, it was a fucking nightmare today. I'm slowly losing my cool in this market. Oh no, Lemming, take the rest of the week off then, I think. Because, yeah, I mean, was it really a nightmare, or are you going to be like, oh, I only made 100 points or something? Yeah, Lemming, I don't know. Take the days off when it's rangy like this. I'm sure you can see fairly early on that it's going to do that and it's not doing what you like. So maybe just don't trade and then wait for your big days where you're like, oh, I've got 600 points or whatever. I don't know. But I know you like trading and you want to be in the market, so I'm not sure. Not sure what to tell you. Okay, Wedgie, you said yours was not in there, but then you took that away. So I'm thinking maybe your name is on the wheel. I'm so tempted to just do the giveaway now, but I'm not going to. Oh, I left it on the wheel. Now I don't know how to get back. Not that there's really going to be anything going on in the market right now. Platano. I'm a trend trader at heart, but with the fibs combined with my supply and demand zone, I can see if it's going to be a rangy type of trade versus a trendy one. Okay, good. So then you can take those range trades. For me, I look at the range trades, and again, it's one of those stupid things where it looks like, oh, it's too obvious, it looks too easy, it's gonna break, and don't take it. And then, of course, when I think that, then I watch it, then it's like, no, it just stayed in the range. How do you get on the wheel? There's a link in the chat to get on the wheel, so it should be like giveaway something. And then there's also, the link is also in the description for the live stream. So you just go in there and then you fill out this, I think I have it up here somewhere. Maybe I should be super shitty and put my own name on the wheel. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't even want another account right now. I have my one funded account, and it's like until I master that, I'm just going to stick with that. Okay, we're going to say Dino. This will sound crazy, but I trade with a live streamer who is a really good trader. I am, skeptical of anybody trading with or copying someone else's trades. Volume profile, book map, and for some reason, trade horrible with the lives. Okay, yeah. Dino, stop watching the live stream when you're trading. I have talked about this so many times, but for at least a year, I had Top Step TV on every day, pretty much all day, And I saw Dakota doing really well. I saw him take a $90,000 payout one time. So to me, it seemed very obvious that I should just follow what he does, take his trades, but it never really, sometimes I'd get like a free trade where I'd make money on it. But I guess it didn't work because it's hard to track. And sometimes I'd see my setup come, and it would usually be a short, and Dakota would be going long. And then I think, okay, I'm going to go long with Dakota. I'd ignore my trade. I'd take his. I'd end up losing. And then I'd just be so pissed off that it would be full tilt from there. So I recommend not trying to copy other traders and not having traders live streams on while you're trying to trade, because it's going to influence you. I'll say 90% of people, it's going to influence you. There might be the rare person where it's not going to actually affect your trades, but the majority, it is going to mess you up. And I think like for me, I would feel, I don't know, when I would take the trades following somebody else and they would win, I didn't feel, yeah, it's nice to have a winning trade, but I didn't feel great about that because it's not my plan and it's not my trade. So I felt like I was kind of cheating there. And then when I'd follow them and I'd take a loss, then I felt stupid for following them, especially when I was going against my own plan. So just don't have the streamers on. If you have to, I had to block Top Step TV on YouTube. Like I had to go into a setting and specifically say, like, do not show me this in my feed. So then if I was going to break my rule of, having them on when I wasn't supposed to, I had to actively go and search it. So it was just putting another little layer where it's like, I couldn't lie to myself and be like, oops, I clicked it because it was there and I was curious about, whatever news came out, why the market did whatever. Like, I would have to be honest with myself and be like, no, I actively sought that out. So if it's a particular one that you continually see this happening with, go and make sure that it's not showing up in your feed, because there is a setting for that. At least there was. I'm sure there still is. Okay. Now I don't. Okay. No, Wedgie, your name isn't. Why is your name not? Try a different. Maybe try a different browser. I'm not sure why that would be happening. Oh, Lemming, I don't mind it rangy. It's just not working. I can take a day off. It's not a problem for me, not trading. But I don't know what the market is going to be like, until it happens. I don't know what to tell you, Lemming. I think maybe you're going to have some days where you lose a little bit, but then you will get one of your days where you catch the huge move. So, I'm sure it works out over time for you. It just would be nice if you could avoid the frustrating days or just identify them early on and be like, okay, this isn't it for me. The bad thing about rangy trades is sometimes I have to wait 4 hours for my targets to hit. Today was an example of that. Yeah, that's a long time. That's definitely one I would say then just shut it down and go do something else while your trade plays out. Don't sit and watch it for 4 hours. Rick, what are your top 3 recommendations you suggest for someone struggling? Well, what we just talked about, I don't know if this is top 3, but if you are in a signals group or you're listening to live streamers while you're trading, cut that out. Just fully trade on your own. Don't have any outside influence. So I'd say that for sure, if that's a problem for you or if it's something that you catch yourself doing. Size down would be probably number 1. That's going to help to reduce your emotions while you're in the trade, right? Like if I'm in a trade for 1 micro, I'm not risking a lot. I'm also not making a lot, which is fine, but I'm not risking a lot, so I'm not going to get stressed out as easily as if I were trading a mini. So size down, definitely. Yeah, Rick, maybe call me because I don't know your exact problems. Like maybe you don't have problems with some of these things, but yeah, size down, intentionally slow down. So put some limits on the time of day that you can trade. Don't just leave it open to trading all the time. So limits on when you can trade, limits on how many trades you can take. I don't know. Are you clear on your strategy and your setups? That would be another, probably the most important thing. Like if you're not clear on your strategy and your setups, that's number one. You need to do that first, because if you don't know what you're actually looking for, then your rules kind of don't matter and you're going to keep breaking them because there's no valid setups. Yeah, so size down, slow down, know your setups, stop being influenced by other traders. Okay, you only said 3, so I'm going to leave that because otherwise I'm just going to keep telling you things to do. And Rick, you can always call in and tell me like what specifically what you're struggling with, right? Because usually we struggle with a lot of the same things, but sometimes it can be quite different. Okay. Okay, Dino said, yep, totally. So I'm taking that as you are going to stop with the live streaming while you're trading. So good. Come back and let me know how it goes. Phenoms 28. I've lost every semblance of an edge, 12 straight days daily loss limit. That sucks. On all of my accounts, just trading 1 to 3 micros right after my best week ever. Why don't you call in? Because I would be curious to hear more about this. Yeah, I would like to hear more about what happened there, because if you just had your best week ever and then you lost your edge, I'd be curious to know how you were trading in your best week ever. Were you trading the same types of trades, the same strategy, or did you just kind of get lucky in that week and then maybe you got lucky and then you were overconfident? And yeah, I would be curious to know exactly what happened. So if you want to call in, the link is pinned in the chat. You can call from a computer or a phone. If you're calling from a phone, it just doesn't work good with Safari. So use Google or Firefox. Just don't use Safari. Oh, Ben, that's nice. Thank you so much for what you do. Seriously, you have helped me so much already. So much love. Thank you. Yeah, I started this thing out, the channel, really trying to help myself with my trading, which it definitely has. But then I quickly realized through the comments, because every day I was putting my trades up, and then it's like, oh, I screwed up on this, I'm struggling with this, and it just was like endless struggles. Then I realized in the comments, I'm like, oh, it's like everyone else is going through the same types of things and dealing with the same types of issues. So yeah, it's been really great to be able to actually help other people. I didn't expect going in that I'd be able to do that. Okay, we have Ranjit waiting. Maybe this is our person who had their best week and then they've had 12 straight daily loss limit days. Okay. Ranjit, do you hear me? Hello? You're on. It says you're connected, but I don't hear anything. I hear an echo of me. Hey, you're very quiet, so I'm going to turn your volume up here. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Okay, I'm just hearing echo. So I'm going to try this. That might be better.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
perfect. That's better, guys. If he's too quiet or anything, just let me know, and then I can change it. Okay, are you the one in the chat who feels like you've lost your edge? Oh, he's gone. I don't know if you got disconnected, just call me back. We'll get that fixed. Okay, where were we here? Lemming put Tyler on the wheel. I think that Tyler is not watching my stream today. I can hear him upstairs, but I texted him earlier to bring me my water and he didn't do it. Maybe he doesn't want to be like my live stream assistant, so. Oh well. Okay, we've got Nick here. I'm going to bring Nick on. He's gone. Hey, Nick. I don't know if you got disconnected, just call me back. We'll get that fixed. Nick, you got to turn off YouTube.
I turned it off.
It's off?
Should be better now.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Uh-oh. Nick, can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
Oh, perfect. Okay, let me just... Okay, I'm going to turn your volume up a bit. Anyone in the chat, let me know if Nick is too quiet. Okay, you are the one in the chat who said you feel like you've lost every semblance of an edge, 12 straight daily loss limit days on your accounts, just trading 1 to 3 micros right after your best week ever. Okay, so what happened? What was your best week ever like? Were you just taking your valid setups? You were on plan? What was going on?
Yeah, both. And please let me know. Is my audio okay?
I think it sounds good. I just unfortunately have a little
Okay.
visitor here who needs to leave. Tyler, you're not doing your main job. No, I don't want to kiss. You can. Oh, I hanged my headphones. Okay, keep going. Okay, sorry, Nick.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, what happened? You just like describe your best week ever to me.
Yeah, I had actually 2 weeks in a row were incredible. Like I had my best week ever, and I followed it up with my next best week ever. And it was almost like I just couldn't lose for a couple of weeks there. Like I back test a lot. I do a lot of practice trading before I actually start trading with combines or funded accounts. So I just make sure that the edge is there before I actually deploy capital. Like what is usually like a 50 to 60% setup, I was doing like 80 to 90% a couple of weeks in a row.
Okay,
Win rate.
so your strategy was just outperforming what it normally would.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I was like, okay, well, I mean, this isn't going to last forever. The other shoe's going to drop soon, so just be ready for it and don't get overconfident. And
Okay.
then, oh my, the last 2 weeks have just been so insanely bad. Like it's almost comical because as soon as I get into a trade, it'll run straight to my stop loss and then go straight to my take profit. It's almost like somebody's watching me. I know that's silly to say out loud,
I
but
know.
that's how it feels.
I've had people say that lots of times where they say the exact same thing where it's like it feels like someone is watching and just like deliberately out to get me, take my stop and then go. So you're trading the same strategy as you were trading during your 2 really good weeks.
Yeah, and I'm human. After I get a certain amount of losses in a row, it's like, well, I should walk away, but nope, I'm going to double down. And if I see I only got like $100 or $200 left to draw down, I'll just full port until that's gone.
Oh, he left Tyler, you left my door open. Sorry. How many losses in a row do you think until it starts to fall apart?
I'd say probably like a good 6 or 7 in a row because that's
Okay.
usually when I'm at that like
That's
100 to 200 drawdown left.
That's a lot. Like to be able to keep it
Yeah.
together for that many.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I thought so too.
Okay, so I guess the conditions have changed a bit, right? Was it during that big rally where your strategy was really working out well, or
Usually I actually do better in ranging environments.
okay,
But yeah, during the rally, I was doing a lot better than usual.
okay,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure why that happened because usually I'm a range trader, but yeah, it
okay?
worked out pretty well.
So you should be doing well now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and you're for the most part executing your strategy like you're supposed to. You're not
As
have
far
like
as that's what I'm wondering too. Like, I'm wondering, do I need to like just kind of go back to the practice account for a little while and just make sure I'm executing correctly?
I would
Because when you're in the moment.
I think that's a good idea. In
Okay.
your in your 2 weeks where you were doing really well, did it result in any payouts or like passing accounts?
No, sadly,
Okay.
actually, 2 of the accounts that were qualifying, like I had just gotten like within an inch of getting a max payout on one, and then I have since blown that one up, and yeah, it's just been kind of downhill.
Okay. I like the idea of just going to the practice account for a little while until you feel like it's sort of back in sync or the strategies, right? Like just because if you don't want to get into where you're trying to rush to get back to where you were because then you're just going to lose more money.
Yeah,
So I think and then that will take the emotions out of it, right? Like if you're in the practice account, then you can maybe see, like, so if you go back and look, do you journal all your trades and keep track of them?
Yeah. I
Okay.
created my own journaling program that's kind of right
Okay.
for me,
Nice.
and I use that every day.
Okay, so you can
But
actually go back
yeah,
over these last 2 weeks and see if you followed your plan perfectly.
yeah, yeah, and I do that every day. I just kind of review all my trades, and like it's just kind of bewildering because it's like it. I have traded in that practice account a few times in the last
Mm-hmm.
couple of weeks. And when I'm trading in that practice account, everything goes great. And I get back on one of the challenge accounts or funded accounts, and it all falls apart again. And I'm like, I know I'm not doing anything differently because um, I'm looking at the charts with my executions on them. And I'm like, I'm doing everything the way I normally do. It's just like, but when I switch accounts, everything changes. So it doesn't really help out with my psychology at all. If anything, it actually hurts.
No. Do you want to then just stay in an eval on one micro until you figure it out? And could you limit your number of trades per day?
Yeah, and that's something I don't do. And that's probably something I could add.
Okay. Like on your
Um,
losing days, how many losers would you have taken in a row?
uh, I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Like on one of your recent losing days, like how many consecutive losses? I guess, like, would you allow yourself to take more than 3 consecutive losses in a session?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I could get up to like 10 or so in a session. And
Okay.
I actually counted the maximum trades I lost in a row, and it got up to 39 among like between 3 days.
Okay. I would just, yeah. So obviously your strategy is just not working well in these conditions right now because if you are executing it how you're supposed to, I would say just put a strict limit on the number of trades per day. Because when you're winning, how many losses do you normally take? How many, like, on a typical day, how many losses would you take before you get a win usually? Like, is it typical to take 6 consecutive losses?
No, that is pretty rare. Like it would
Okay.
usually be like, maybe 2 to 4 losses in a row would be kind of a lot on a typical day.
Okay. Are your stops just like a couple points? Like are the stops really, really small?
It just depends on the setup, but
Okay.
usually I'm risking between 20 and 50 points on NQ.
Okay. Yeah, I think cap it at a certain number of losses. That's it for the day. And then afterwards, I guess, no, I wouldn't say switch to the practice account. I would say just wait until the end of the day and then go through and look at how many setups appeared and then I guess what would have happened.
Yeah.
Does that, or are you just feeling like the strategy just sucks now? Do you still have
That's
confidence?
what I'm wondering. That's kind of
How,
what I'm wondering. I'm like, this thing was working pretty well for a while, and now it's like the way these last 2 weeks I've erased all my gains. I'm like, was it really a strategy at all?
how long had you been trading it?
Uh, I think it probably started around 5 or 6 months ago, and I've been kind of like tweaking it here and there ever since.
Okay. And it's in the 5 or 6 months, has it been fairly consistent? Like, what did you say the win rate typically was?
Yeah, typically right around 50%, and I'm
Okay.
going for 2 to 5 to 1s.
Okay. So that's good. Um, yeah. Okay. So if it was working for 5 or 6 months and it's just stopped in the last 2 weeks, then I would say until you start seeing it working again, really cap the number of trades. Minimum size, like trade, I know no one likes this, but like one micro and cut it after 3 consecutive losses per session.
Okay,
Do you hate that idea? What ideas
I
have you
do.
had? Yeah. Sorry.
Because I've had so many days where I've been down, say, like $1,000, and then I can battle my way back.
Right.
And it's like once I take that $500 maximum loss limit, I'm out for the day, and I can't even try to get it back.
Maybe a smaller loss limit.
Do you think 500 is too much?
What size account are you trading?
Typically, like on Top Step, it's like 100 to 150.
Okay, so is your drawdown like 4,000 on that?
Yeah, I think it's 3,000 for
Okay.
the 100, 4,500 for the 150.
Okay, I would lower the loss limit a bit on that. I like to,
Okay.
if you're being very conservative, I don't even know if it's very conservative, but 10%. Risk 10%. Your max daily loss limit is 10% of the total drawdown.
Okay, it's like 300 then.
Yeah. Which, if you're only trading one micro, you can at least, you won't have to stop after just two trades. But
Yeah.
I think until this resolves. And then once you see, right, because you can take your 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever trades, however many. Do you have a max profit target? Sorry.
No, I'm usually just, as long as I'm, um, at my day job, I just work a lot at the computer. So
Okay.
as long as I'm just seeing my setup set up throughout the day, I'll take it.
Okay, so it's probably then difficult to stop trading for the day when you have access to it all day.
Throughout the day, you know, it's
Yeah.
always there.
Um, yeah, I think you have to limit the number of trades until this. Because okay, for the last 5 or 6 months, you would say it was working fairly well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then I would say just
Yeah, it's been consistent. I started with one micro and I've been graduating to 2 and 3 micros throughout that time.
okay, good. Yeah, so it sounds like you've been really responsible and measured in how you're doing it. You back tested it. Yeah, I think just until this passes and you feel more confident in it and you don't see all of these consecutive losses from the system, really limit the number of trades and a strict daily loss limit. And then when you see that things are turning around or getting back to how they were before, then you can go back to what you were doing.
Okay.
Because you don't want to
I think
just,
like one of the things I'm
yep.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's one of the things I'm kind of struggling with is like, when do I wave the white flag on this and be like, it was fugazi, you know?
On the
Um,
strategy or
'Cause
on,
I feel like 2 weeks is a long time to be struggling like this.
uh, I mean, I think that's probably actually not that crazy.
Okay.
Like if you had 5 or 6 good months with it, then I think you just need to ride this out and see how long it takes to ride it out while not spending a whole bunch of money and stressing yourself out, right? Like just take your few trades, be done, and then at the end of the day, go and look through and see, okay, how many winners, how many losers do we have? And then you'll probably be able to recognize when it's kind of like more typical to what it was doing before. And if it doesn't get to that point, I don't know. At what point do you call it if you never see it returning back to where it was?
Okay.
Maybe a month? Like if you're watching.
That's why it's kind of,
Oh, you cut out there for a second.
oh, sorry. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, was about a month or two.
Okay. Yeah, but just don't be stressing yourself out and wasting money in the meantime. Like while you're waiting for it to resolve, don't try to do 20 trades a day and take 20 consecutive losses because that's hard. And you're going to, like, most people are going to lose it and completely go off plan and go on tilt.
Yeah. That's the thing I'm struggling with the most is like, I think I should probably only take 1 or 2 trades per setup, but if I get stopped out twice on it, just stop. Like, don't try to get into that same setup again. But
Yes.
I'll take little paper cuts multiple times on the same setup until it's like, oh, there goes half of my daily loss limit.
Okay. I do think put limits on how many attempts you're going to do on the same setup.
Okay.
Like when things were working, how many attempts did you usually need on the same setup?
Usually just 1 or 2.
Okay. Cap it at 2 then.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. How are you feeling about your
I mean, I'm
your
still stressed in general
yeah.
about it, but just being able to talk to you about it has been pretty therapeutic. So I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I never really know. I'm like, is this helping anyone? um, so that's good. Yeah, cap it to stricter daily loss limit, go back to minimum size, and then when you start seeing it turn around, just go back to what you were doing. And if it doesn't turn around, well, then you're going to find something else. Or are you like, it's
Awesome.
this or I'm quitting?
Yeah, honestly, like the thing you just said, where you're like, if it was working for 5 to 6 months, a couple of weeks isn't a big deal.
No,
And when you said that out loud, it was like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, what am I
it's,
thinking? Like, I'm about to throw this whole thing away for a couple of weeks.
yeah. Well, and I think it's been kind of like a rough few weeks too, right? Like, it was crazy. The volatility was crazy. We had these huge moves and then it just kind of like stops and we're in a range. And so I think that's hard to adjust to. It's not been the easiest trading lately. And then we're still in this cycle where it's like what's a tweet or something can come out with the news and it just throws everything off. So yeah, I would stick with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, and then let me know when it starts working again. Call me and let me know what happened. But I just don't want you to take like, don't do what you're doing now, where you're having to take so many consecutive losses.
Right.
Like, just be quicker to call it and be like,
Yeah, that's
okay,
like,
yeah, like it's not working today. Okay, I'll come back tomorrow. I know that's not easy. Are you with Top Step? I don't know why I'm thinking you're trading with Top Step.
yeah, Top Step, Tradeify, and Lucid.
Okay,
Do all.
so you can hit a lockout button.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Start using that. Just because you're at work and because you do have access to it whenever. Once you take those losses, just accept it's not working today. I don't need to take 20 losses today to realize that. I'm just going to lock it out and I'll come back tomorrow and see what it's like. And, we'll just wait it out and see when it resolves.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I
Good
appreciate your
luck.
time.
Yeah, well, thanks for calling in. I was very curious about that. So thank you for clarifying.
Yeah,
Okay.
love the show. By the way, you're doing awesome.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, we'll talk to you later, Nick.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to see where we are in the chat. Okay. Hey, Aaron's here. You can take your win rate and risk to reward and put it through the Monte Carlo simulator to see what win-loss streaks you can expect. Yeah, I think when we're in the losing streaks, my worst one was 6 consecutive days. And at the time, it seemed insane to me that I was screwing up my strategy and I wasn't trading well, but still you should I should have not been thinking 6 consecutive days was that crazy, because certainly we've had streaks where we get many winning trades in a row, many winning days in a row. So we do need to expect that we are going to hit these, and then just, I guess, adapt really quickly to it, size down, and don't try to fight it. Don't try to force things. I think as soon as you realize you're trying to force something, that's it. Just shut it down. You're done. Oh yeah, Ace Trades. Yes, thanks for reminding people to hit the like button. I am terrible with this stuff, so yes, if you're watching, hit the like button. David, the last week or so. Oh, this thing jumps on me. The last week or so, the market has been horrible. I feel the market should be tanking every day. I think they're propping it up per manipulation. This stupid Iran war needs to end. I agree with you on the Iran war. Hopefully it ends soon. Yeah, David, sometimes I've talked about this before, where I look at just inflation. I see people constantly complaining about things. I see like the housing market, all of these sorts of things. And I think like everybody's stressed about money. Why is the market still going up? And I've just had to let go of that and just sit down to trade every day and my husband watches this guy that talks about retard maxing. So I look at it as like retard maxing. I'm just gonna go in the morning and look at what's in front of me and just trade that and not think like, oh, it should be doing this or it should be doing that. Today I almost got it in my head that, oh, it should be going up to here. So maybe I should hold my trade longer. And then as soon as I had that thought, I'm like, no, you're done. Because whenever I get into my head that like this has to happen or this is gonna happen, then it's trouble. And I'll just keep taking the same stupid trade over and over again, thinking it's going to happen. So, yeah, David, just try to forget about that stuff. And probably at some point you will be right and then it will tank, but you can't predict when that's going to happen. Ray trades, I wonder what strategy. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't usually ask people about their actual strategy just because I think someone trying to explain their strategy might be difficult or boring for people, but yeah, if you want, maybe I'll pay more attention to the chat, and if you want me to ask about the strategy, then I can. Orlando, that's my issue, working in an office 10 hours a day, too much access. Okay, well, same thing for you then, use the lockout button. Yeah, it's just, I'm on my laptop, I have a hard rule that I don't trade from my laptop, only my trading computer, but I still hit the lockout button on the trading computer in the office just in case, right? Like 98% of days, I'm not going to go in the afternoon on my laptop and take a stupid trade and go on tilt, but there's still that chance that I might do it, so why not just hit the lockout button and not risk it? Okay, now I'm lost here. Digicap, has he traded through summer before? This summer has not felt like summer trading to me until just these last, maybe this week. Because it was like, it was volatile and it seemed pretty crazy. And then it's just very recently that it's like, oh, it's summer. But then I look at the calendar and I'm like, summer's coming to an end, sadly. If you live somewhere like me where it gets really shitty and cold. Lemming, clusters of losing days do exist as much as clusters of winning days is how you survive the bad ones. Yeah. I think as soon as you realize, I don't know, as soon as you realize you're in that, then size down, really limit your trades, and just don't fight it and don't stay there getting stressed out. Preserve, I guess, your mental capital for when things are better. And it's just patience, right? Everything is just patience with this. Master Joel P. blew 10 evals today. Spent $3,750. How did you spend that? Do you want to call in and talk about it? Do you want to call in and let me know what happened with the evals? Did you just get chopped up? I could show you my day yesterday and it might look like that. Okay, on evals, which ones? 150K on FundedNext. I do have a code with FundedNext now, guys. It's code Rehab. Sorry, I'm really bad at promoting my prop firm affiliate stuff, so when I do remember, I have to say it. Ray trades. You could have got a personal account and traded one micro for big gains. Yes, and this is the temptation to think, to look at our money that we spend on the prop firms and think I could have put that into a personal account and but I did that for a while and then I switched to a personal account and I was really good on my personal account for months and I didn't break a rule and I was so good and I was making money on it. And then there was just that one day that I lost. Then it put me right back to where I would have been if I had just been spending like crazy on prop firms. So it's tough. I think the best thing is if you can trade the prop firms and have strict limits on yourself. There needs to be something in place where you can't actually blow 10 accounts in a day. I'd like it where you can't blow one account in a day, but definitely not more than one. Ray Trades is suggesting Tradify or Lucid. Ray Trades, what's your problem with FundedNext? I'm just curious. I haven't traded with them. I really do like Lucid. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I'm excited about this. And we do have a Lucid giveaway. I'm going to check the wheel. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Okay, we've got some names on the wheel. There's not a lot, so right now your chances are pretty good. Maybe in 15 minutes I'll do it, and then if we don't have any more callers, then I will call it a day here. The more that it's getting to summer going away, and I definitely notice the weather right away because I go for a walk first thing every morning, and now it's already like, oh, my ears are cold. So I know that soon it's not going to be nice and I can't go outside. So I'm really trying to get the last bits of summer here. Okay, Ray Trade says FundedNext pays, but they are very expensive. They didn't seem that expensive to me. But yeah, I really like Lucid. I like Tradeify also. I think Tradeify is the best for straight to funded. I really like Lucid's new Lucid Daily. I'm glad that someone's finally competing with Take Profit Trader on that one. And it looks like it's actually better than Take Profit Trader because you don't have to pass it within the month. And I believe it's still their same 90-10 profit split. So you actually get to keep more of the money than with Take Profit Trader. And I'll have to look into more of FundedNext. But they sent me something where it was like $60 for, I think it was $60 for a 25K account. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think with the prop firm, sometimes it's just like we get comfortable with whichever one we're with and we don't want to go through the whole setup for a different one. So sometimes even if something is more expensive and there's better options, we don't necessarily switch. Oh, Master Joel P, my tilt started after getting a payout. I went for full allocation and lost. I'm sorry. Yeah. People tend to, I lost it. My worst trading ever was after my second payout from Top Step. The first payout, I was like, okay, maybe I got lucky. And then the second payout, I got so full of myself and I thought, this is it. I'm just going to be getting payouts all the time now. So I just had these crazy expectations and then gave all the money right back to Top Step very quickly. So yes, I do see that a lot, that people take a payout or they take a few payouts and then it's just, I think we just become very focused then on the next payout and on the money, and then it just adds pressure, and then we go off our process, and we're just watching the P&L. So yeah, I see that a lot, and I've done it myself. Okay. What do I see here? Only good stuff. And guys, if you've not signed up for the giveaway, get your name on because we're going to do that pretty soon. So you can there's a link in the description and then there's also a link in the chat, but it was at the beginning of the chat, so that might be hard to find. The pinned link is if you want to call in and talk to me. So if anyone wants to call in, that's the one to hit. It works from computer, phone, just not good on your phone from Safari. So use Chrome or Firefox. Okay, yeah, so Contain Chaos is saying about FundedNext. They have flex accounts that are cheap and fair. That's for sure what I saw. The $60 one would have been one of those flex accounts. Ranjit asked, best firm to choose as a beginner. It depends. I think it really depends on where you are in your trading habits. I say that because, well, ideally, if your habits are really bad and you're not disciplined at all, then you just stay in sim. But we don't like to trade in a sim account, so I would say if you don't trust yourself to pass something, or if you don't trust yourself to manage your risk, like have a strict daily loss limit and trade small, then I would say go with Apex and just get a cheap eval and see how you do in that. Otherwise, if you have already been trading on sim, if you're comfortable with your strategy, you know what you're trading, Then I would say do like a Lucid or a Tradeify where you don't have a monthly rebill. You can take all the time you need to pass. And then you also don't have an activation fee. So you spend like, I don't know, $80 or whatever up front, but then you can really stay in that account for a long time. So I would say it depends on your trading habits. And all those are going to have, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that I'm sure Tradeify probably has Tradeivate. So it's very easy to get set up with them. You can use the browser-based version of Tradeivate, so you don't even need to download anything. So, yeah. Oh, Ray Trades, Lucid is amazing. I really like Lucid. People in the Discord really like Lucid. I've not heard any bad stories. I've seen people take payouts and have an easy time with that. So, yeah. And like I said, I really like this Lucid Daily. I'm going to get one of those at some point soon. I'm just in my little Apex funded account right now, and we are working on a degen rehab app. So I need to work on that, and I need to be testing on that. And I'm hoping to have it out to you guys soon. Hey, Chris is here. Sorry, Christopher, you're probably annoyed when I call you Chris all the time. Katsuya. I feel like I maybe pronounced that properly. But hey, Ranjit, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I hope that helped. Ranjit, I did make a video on prop firms. It's on my website. But I think it was like, I think if you just search like prop firms, what I wish I knew. But I think the gist of that video was to look at the rules of the prop firm. Just whichever prop firm you're going to go with, know what the rules are. Because a lot of people break the rules and then they're pissed off at the prop firm. And it's like, yes, it's annoying, but we could have done a little bit of investigating to find out the rules. Another thing I really like about Lucid is their their chat bot on their website. I'm an affiliate, and there's lots of things I don't know about Lucid. So if I ever have questions, I just go to the little chat bot, and I'll be like, "Hey, what's the deal with this type of account?" Okay, we've got someone waiting, and this is. I feel like I'm not even gonna attempt with this name, but apparently I got Katsuya pretty good. Oh, they said pretty good, LOL. So I butchered it. Contain Chaos, the new daily account. Basically, they've done what Take Profit Trader does on their accounts, where it's you can opt to do it. So let's see. Search Lucid here. Oh shit, but you guys probably won't be able to see it. But you can, what is going on? What is this? Okay. So on the Lucid Daily, so yeah, it's the same thing where it's like you can choose to do end of day drawdown. So if you do the 50K, you can choose end of day drawdown and choose a daily loss limit. And then it's $110. You can do intraday, and then it brings it down to $90. I would just do intraday because it does the same thing as Take Profit Trader, where once you're in the funded account, then it is intraday trailing drawdown. So I think just do the intraday for both, and then that way at least you're used to it. Okay. I feel like people keep jumping into the call-in line, maybe thinking it's the sign up for the giveaway. So we're going to see. We've got Steven here. Steven, I'm going to answer your call. So if you have YouTube on, just mute it or something. Okay, where is it? Hey, Steven. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to turn your volume up a bit here. And maybe turn that on. Okay. Hey, Steven, what's going on? Steven, I can hear your kids, but not you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. That's okay. My son came and interrupted my stream already today. So, all right, what's going on in your trading? What's the biggest problem?
I've been I've been doing this for about a year and a half.
Okay.
Okay, I've probably blown over 200 prop accounts.
Okay. Some would
Um,
say that is rookie
evals,
numbers.
rookie numbers.
Yeah. I said some would say. Some would say. I'm not saying that.
um,
But
but
it's a lot.
yeah, including 20, I've probably blown as far as PAs 20,
Okay.
20 actually about 2022. Um, now I have 10 past ones right now.
Okay.
My problem is, and I finally decided is I'm going so many different directions that I get myself confused easily between handling the different eval accounts and also handling these different strategies that seem to be conflicting as far as understanding what these guys are trying to teach. Like, I get some of these gurus trying to teach blast through the eval quick as possible, and other people saying handle the evals, the same as the prop accounts, and it's just really confusing because the strategies don't match up either
Yeah.
sometimes. Because and then I got really upset or flustered when I went in and actually started reading the rules in the prop accounts, and the prop accounts seem stacked against. They almost promote going as fast as possible and blowing the account,
Um.
but at the same time telling you to have a strategy that promotes the proper trading techniques. Is
Um.
that
Okay. So yeah, if someone's telling you to buy 20 accounts and just blow through them, pass them as quickly as you can, the prop firm is making money on that, and the person telling you to do that is probably making money on that because you're using their code.
uh-huh.
So
Right?
I'd watch out for that. Anyone that's telling you to buy a bunch of accounts and to just try to pass them as quickly as you can, or use like an earn one, burn one thing, I would just think about who's making money off of this and who's benefiting from you doing that. And it's
Here's the challenge I have with this, though.
okay.
The challenge I have with this is a lot of these prop firms, Apex being one of them, gives you've got 30 days. You pay a monthly fee, and then of course it
Yeah.
renews. So you got 30 days to pass this account. And being somewhat on the financially looking at it, I say, well, then it's beneficial to pass it in 30
Yeah.
days. Should that be what I'm looking at as a goal, or do I? Because then the monthly rebill is a lot of times it's twice as much or even 10 times more than what
Yeah.
the first month. Go
If
ahead.
if you're fixating on that month to pass and on that date of either losing the account or a rebill, and then it's taking you off your process, then I would say switch to something that doesn't have a monthly rebill.
Okay.
And then, but not like you said, you have ten funded accounts right now.
I do. Yeah.
Okay, I think
Five of them are in drawdown of about 49,000. They're 50K accounts, so it's down to
okay.
49. And then other five are just sitting right at 50,000. I really haven't even started trading them. And that brings me to another question on my mind that I don't want
Okay.
to forget about. And that,
Okay, I will just say first, no more evals. You have 10 funded accounts. You
okay,
don't need any evals going right now at the same time.
okay, okay, yeah. And
Okay.
the good thing. Okay, I do. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I do have some evals. I'm not buying any evals right now. I have eight top one evaluation accounts, and then I have I have 10 Apex eval accounts outside those funded accounts.
Okay, so definitely don't buy any more evals. You have a lot of accounts
Okay.
right now, and that's going to probably
Okay.
be difficult to manage.
Okay.
Okay,
Can I name a girl online that you're probably familiar with this guy? It's called FSP.
I don't know. I actually don't watch any
Okay.
traders
Okay. Okay.
anymore.
Anyway, that's where I got this idea of getting all these accounts.
Okay, yeah, and you probably used their code and they made money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's basically it's a cycling account. I mean, there's a strategy there as far as trading strategy, but it was facilitated around cycling accounts.
sure, but I think like your strategy shouldn't have to rely on 20 accounts, right?
Okay.
If you have a trading strategy, you should be able to do that strategy on one account.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Like our strategy shouldn't, or you just need to size down. Like we shouldn't have to, our strategy should not.
Oh, I'm a very conservative trader.
Okay.
I do 2 to 3 micros
Okay.
at max. But then I get up against a timeline and I max out, and that's when I really check my emotions. And I really,
Yeah. Well, you don't have any timelines on your funded accounts, right?
right. Okay. Other
So
than that was another question I had though. But there is some dormancy rules, correct?
yeah, but like I should know it off the top of my head because I looked into it for
It's
myself, but it's not a
it's
lot.
50. Yeah, it's. I think you got to have 2 days of $50
Yeah.
profits in your
So
account every
that's,
over 30 days.
yeah, so you don't need to
Okay,
stress about that, right?
okay, okay.
For your actual strategy, are you comfortable with that? Like, are you good on your strategy, or are you still kind of iffy there?
I I do auction market theory. I like the
Okay.
strategy a lot. It's just pinpointing the entry process
Okay.
because
Well,
it's a lot of it is very a lot of the exact entry, precise entry part of the strategy is very intuitive based.
okay.
But anyway, go ahead.
That's that's okay if you've been watching it for many years, right?
Yeah,
Um,
right. Using VWAP and the volume profile, basically.
okay. Um,
I don't know if you're familiar with that technique or strategy or not.
somewhat. The someone on Top Step TV used to talk about it when I used to watch that stuff. But like, if okay, so you're only like you're clear on your actual setup, your strategy, and you're only trading the one thing, or because you said like you were using different strategies for evals and
Yeah.
funded.
Oh gosh, I've been around tons of different strategies. I mean, I
Okay,
was using a 5 energy wave model with using MACD with MACD and stochastics, and I really liked that one because you were looking at it was price action. You were looking at the candles and all that, and I liked that. And it seemed to be more help me as far as seeing exactly where to enter and all that. And then I came across auction market theory, and then I did a AI comparison on it, and they were pushing the auction market theory over the wavelength theory because they said the indicators are basically the MACD and the stochastic indicators are not as good as using auction market theory. They, I don't know the difference because I've been trading long enough to really understand that where they're
I
going with that.
I
Go
think
ahead.
on the strategy, pick the one that you can consistently execute the easiest.
Okay. And don't worry about what
Pick
somebody else brings.
like for now, it's just like pick the one where you know where your entry is, where it's clear where your stop is, and you can repeat that.
Okay.
If the other one relies too much on intuition, I would say keep watching it, keep back testing it, and just keep track of it and mark out to figure out where your entries would be. So you can find a
Okay.
system that isn't entirely intuitive.
Yeah, because I ran across this other strategy too, where it was similar to auction market theory, whereas because it was more tied in with what the what the market makers are doing, right?
I
But it
think,
was all level. Go ahead.
yeah, I think you should pick one strategy and commit to just one strategy for at least
Okay.
the next 20 trades.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Sorry.
That's okay. Is it just one kid or many kids?
Oh no, I'm a grandpa.
Okay.
I am raising 5 grandchildren. 2 of them have autism. So it's me, my wife, and my daughter.
Okay. So,
So it's a busy family.
well, that's nice.
It is.
Okay.
They're great kids.
Okay, so my big thing for you is don't buy any more evals.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I might have to turn yours down for a second. Yeah, okay, so don't buy any more evals. And
Okay. I'm writing this down. Go ahead.
and just pick one strategy.
Okay. Okay. That'll make it easier for me, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to let you go because the kids are getting pretty loud. But just pick one strategy for the next 20 trades and trade really small on those funded accounts, like one micro. And then look at the data after. If you want to trade the other strategy on your evals, you could do that, but I think it's probably better to just focus on one and stop researching other strategies in the meantime.
Yeah. Oh gosh, tell me about it. Yeah. So is it more important to find a strategy that you're comfortable with, or more important to find a strategy that is the latest and greatest thing?
I think it's the one that you get that makes sense to you and that you can consistently execute on.
Okay.
I think, right, because I think there's so many different ways to trade. There's so many different strategies that can work. The thing that makes them not work is when we go off plan and we do a bunch of random stuff. So pick the thing that you can just stick to and do.
Okay.
And the thing that's more clear, right?
Right.
Where it's just like when this happens, this is your entry, this is your stop.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, you're welcome. We'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay. Sorry guys, the kids were a bit loud there. Okay, yeah. I guess we should probably do the giveaway soon. Yeah, just Ray is saying just get one account until getting repeated payouts. Yeah, it sucks. And especially when you see other people with multiple accounts and then they get these big payouts, especially on social media. But if you can't be consistent on one account, then why add the pressure for yourself of having multiple accounts when you're not even consistent yet on one? So, Chris Futures is saying I can't talk. To win, we have to remember only one thing. We're trading against supercomputers and algos. They can easily take you down on entry. Easily they go 40 points against you. Risk management is the only strategy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's risk management and managing yourself because it's just like sometimes you take that one loss and then you completely lose your mind and you go off track and you blow an account. That's, if I have had so many days in the past, and this was frustrating for my husband to look at too, because he would come home and I'd be like, oh, I blew an account or 5 accounts or whatever it was, because I used to try to trade multiple accounts. And he'd be like, quit trading. Obviously you can't do it, or like your strategy sucks. And I'd always have to explain, well, I went off plan. It wasn't my strategy. If I just stuck to my actual valid setups, I would have, and usually it would have been like, I should have made money today, but instead I blew accounts. So that was just me going on tilt, me going on track. It wasn't a strategy thing. And I think that was probably one of the most annoying things for him to keep hearing out of me was like, no, the strategy works. I swear the strategy's good. It's just, I can't do it. So, yeah, we need to manage ourselves and again, manage our risk. Yeah, mounted day trader, there is no latest and greatest. Yeah, I would tend to agree. I don't think there is a latest and greatest. I've definitely seen a lot of videos where people are like, you can use Claude to make a trading strategy for you. I haven't clicked on or watched any of them. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I have my strategy. I'm just going to trade how I trade. Yeah, contain chaos. Make your own strategy. No one trades a strategy better than their creator. I think it's hard though, because he's only been trading for a year and a half. So that's not very long. And I'm sure a year and a half in, I was just like looking to somebody on YouTube to tell me what strategy to trade. Just tell me how to trade, and I'll try to do that. Aaron, it's like they say in Apocalypse Now, never get out of the boat. I like that movie, but I'm not remembering this part of the movie. Is that the one? Is it Mel Gibson? Okay, sorry, I'm off track here. But it was that Mel Gibson where it's like, I'm pretty sure that was a good movie. Iron Triangle trades. Are you now profitable? No, I'm not profitable because we've been over this conversation where it's where I was like, what's profitable? Is it when you've made back all the money you've lost trading? And that was the consensus, was that like, yes, you're a profitable trader when you've made back everything that you've lost. And I have not made back everything I've lost, but I have stopped losing money trading for over a year now. I haven't been losing money trading. Last year I had a funded account. I took a few payouts. And then I was just slowly stuck in evals for a long time. I got frustrated with that. And then I was going to do straight to funded because I was like, I want to be in a funded account. And then I decided, no, I'm going to stick with the evals. And then, so a few weeks ago, I passed an Apex one. Now I'm in an Apex funded account. So, no, I don't know when. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not thinking about like when I'll be profitable. I really don't think about that at all anymore. And like it sucks because the YouTube channel, so like it would be nice to, I guess, like from an ego, like an ego perspective, it would be nice to be like, yeah, I'm making lots of money and I'm getting payouts just because of the YouTube channel though. Like I'm happy with not spending money trading, and I'm happy with not being stressed out from trading because I made myself so miserable for 2 years. At least 2 years, I made myself miserable, and I stressed myself out, and I caused myself health problems. Like it's just, so now for me, it's really just, if I can not lose money, and I can not let trading affect my health and my moods, right? Because I used to have a bad trading day and it would ruin my mood. I would feel like shit about myself. I'd be unpleasant to be around. So yeah, being profitable would be nice, but the more important thing to me is just not losing money trading anymore and how I feel and not stressing it. Yeah. Okay, so Chris says, no, Mel was not in Apocalypse Now. What am I thinking of? I swear I saw it. It was with like I want to say like, I don't know what to call them. Was it like, there was a guy with, okay, sorry, but like a long, like, I don't want to say Indians, but like indigenous people of, I'm going to have to look it up later. Sorry, no, it's Martin Sheen. It's the guys in the book. I'm going to look it up later because I think maybe I'm thinking of an entirely different movie, but I liked the movie that I'm thinking of. Okay, but it was set in a jungle. Oh, no. No. You're saying it's in Vietnam. This movie I'm thinking of is not set in Vietnam. Okay. Apocalypto. Thank you. That's what I'm thinking of. I really liked that movie. Okay. Was it Mel Gibson was at least in that one? Yeah, okay. Aaron, yes, I am off topic. It is your fault. Don't mention movies in here, I guess. Okay, we'll get back to look at someone's trading thing. Kevin, it took me close to 2 years before I earned my first payouts. Yeah, it could take a while. I don't know when I got my first payout, but it wasn't good for me. Like, it wasn't good for my trading to get a payout. I just traded worse and spent more money after that. So sometimes when I see people frustrated that they're not getting a prop firm payout, and like, it's not the worst thing for you to just take it slow, not get a payout. Okay, sorry, Naveem, third time asking. Were you asking when I was trying to figure out what that movie was called? Because clearly I couldn't move on with my train of thought until I figured that out. Okay, where are you? Okay, I try to follow the rules, but after a few minutes, I always push the limits on contracts and YOLO in. No matter how long I control, this trait takes over somehow. Any guidance? Okay. After a few minutes, like after a few minutes in your trade, or just after a few minutes sitting and watching the market, you're YOLOing into something. I think you are, if I had to guess, I'd say you're probably rushing to either pass or to get a payout. Like, you're focused too much on the outcome or on getting somewhere. Maybe you're comparing yourself to other people who are getting payouts. If you're doing that, then get away from those people, stop watching those people, get out of those groups. And it sounds like you're gambling. Like, it's, and I have my video on Saturdays about this. Like, I hated gambling. I never gambled. And then somehow my trading turned into just a gambling addiction. So if you are constantly putting on more size and YOLOing it, then I think you've moved into gambling addiction territory with your trading. And you need to put some serious restrictions on yourself. So you need to set like daily loss limits that you can't change. I would also say max daily profit targets, because another problem with it, one of the big problems, is that we'll be up, whatever, $500 on the day. Or we'll be up, let's say 450. We're up $450 on the day. And then we think, I'm just going to take one more trade. I want to get $500 today. It's completely arbitrary. It makes no difference. I think that's the addiction. When we're wanting to get back in when we know we shouldn't, and for no real reason. There's no setup there. We just are thinking, oh, it's easy. I could, take a quick trade here. I think it's your brain just wanting another dopamine hit. So, if you're finding this consistently coming in and taking over, then I think it's that. So you have to trade smaller size, but did you add any context here? Naveem, do you want to add any more context for me in the chat as to what you're doing? Now this thing... Oh, no, I'm saying Mel Gibson was not in it, but he directed it. Sorry, guys. I really liked that movie. And it was, I remember, because we were watching it, and it was like we're pretty strict about our bedtime. And so sometimes we'll just start a movie and be like, okay, we'll just watch half the movie today, and then we'll watch half the movie tomorrow. But we got into it, we're like, we cannot stop this movie halfway. We have to stay up late and finish it. So, I will not mention movies again today. Okay, yeah, Naveem, add some more context for me on what's happening. But if you're pushing limits on your contracts, then yeah, that to me seems like addiction, like addictive behavior in your trading. Like, you've just developed bad habits. Your brain's used to getting that dopamine hit, and maybe it's probably not satisfied by trading a couple micros anymore. So that's why you're, putting on full size, or you're rushing to payouts, you're rushing to passing, because either you're in a you put yourself in a bad financial situation with your trading, you're looking for trading to solve some sort of problem, or you're comparing yourself to other people. So that's what I think is going on. As for guidance, you have to size down and put strict limits on yourself. Use, I don't know what you're trading with, but if you're on, most of the platforms will have some sort of daily loss limit that you can set. So set that up for yourself. Again, I don't know what size account you're trading or anything, but it's going to suck. But set your daily loss limit at 10% of your drawdown. So if you have, that way you can take 10 consecutive losing days in a row, which is probably pretty unlikely. And then also your strategy. Like, if you're YOLOing, then to me, that's not waiting for your valid setup. So, yeah, maybe start a 20 trade challenge. I don't know. Naveem 14, maybe you're going to have to call in and clarify these things for me because I'm not entirely sure. Okay, maybe we'll take a look at our wheel and see. Oh, okay, he's back here. Okay, Contain Chaos said to lock your contracts and call it a day. Yep. Good. Okay. Oh, Ray said, I used to always YOLO because I had money, then I burned through everything, then realized I had to work up slowly, then realized profitability came when I was slower. Yeah, slowing down is a huge thing for sure. Yeah, I think, and I've seen this where it's really hard, like people who have money and people who have jobs where they're making a lot of money, it's really hard to get those people to slow down. And, before they get to a point where they lose a lot of money. Oh, Naveem, this isn't the first time someone told me I might have gambling, but I think it's overconfidence because of many scalps, do more than 200 trades a day, almost 15 hours on. Naveem, I think that's an addiction. Sorry, if you're telling me that you're on 15 hours a day, like to me that sounds like compulsion. I could be wrong, but that's too much. You can scalp. If you want to scalp, you can scalp, fine, but you don't need to be scalping with like a maximum position size. Yeah. 200 trades a day, I don't know. I think that's too much. I don't want to be judgmental of scalpers because I'm sure scalping works great for some people. I think it's very rare that 200 trades a day would be a system that works for someone. Oh, thanks, Ace Trades. Oh. 3 p.m. Good night. Okay, we'll see you later, Ranjit. Trading on tilt. I try to set up risk parameters that lock out beforehand. Yes. Yeah, same thing. What Contain Chaos is saying to Naveem. Definitely need some guardrails. Yeah, this is the thing. You need guardrails. Yeah. Orlando in denial about the addiction. And I don't want to blab on about this because like I do talk about it in my video that I'm putting out on Saturday, but I was in such denial about it. Like it was crazy, the denial that I was in. I had all kinds of like physical problems, like sleep problems, and I would blame anything and everything else just to not blame the trading because then I might have had to quit trading or, so it's hard not to be in denial about it, especially when you're not somebody who liked gambling. Like for me, the idea that I would ever have a gambling problem just, it was not easy to come to terms with. Oh no. Jado, guys, these names are tough. I lost 75K plus, now I have nothing. I'm sorry. That's hard. Are you still trading? Or have you decided that's it, I've lost $75,000 and now I'm done trading? I'd be curious to talk to you if you want to call in. I lost 1K 2 days ago, sick to my stomach. Yeah, it can definitely make you physically ill. Ace trades 200 trades a day. Your broker loves you. Yeah. Your broker or the prop firm that you're using. Yeah, true. It's usually okay, guys. I should probably check this wheel and do the giveaway. Right? It is getting to that time. If anybody's not entered to win, the link is in the description on this video. And then there was one in the chat earlier, but it's probably gone. Okay, so Jado. Sorry, guys, I'm really bad with these names. But in my defense, these YouTube usernames can be quite difficult. Okay, so you're still trading, but you've slowed down. I would be curious to hear more about this if you want to call in, but we've got somebody calling in. I'm going to give them a second because maybe they were just trying to enter the draw to win. Yeah, now another one. I think it's just people trying to get into the draw. Guys, it's not the clean feed link. The clean feed link is the one to call in and talk to me. The one to win is in the description. And it was in the chat, but it was at the very beginning. Naveem, thanks, Ray, Degen, everyone. Talking to someone helps. We'll call in another time. Yeah, you're going to have to. And hop into checking more DJ. Naveem, I have on my website, there's a whole page of free resources. So there's different PDFs and then there's the videos that go with them. So it's kind of like a little free trading discipline course almost. So you can go and check that out. It's all free. I don't know where to tell you to start in there, but start looking at it. It's a lot of like size down, slow down, set those limits on yourself, figure out where you go wrong in your trading. Like you need to figure out what happens right before you make that YOLO decision to add on however max contracts or whatever, and then that needs to be your cutoff for the day. Like so, you need to be able to see it coming ahead of time. Jado, I'm driving at the moment. Okay. Well, I won't tell you to call in while you're driving then. Okay, guys, I'm going to check our giveaway wheel. Where are we? Okay. We've got quite a few names on here. I am going to do the wheel now. This is for a Lucid 50K Pro account. Trading on tilt. Maybe you can use your influence to make Ninja / Tradeovate fix the risk settings. Can't save and lock out the settings. Trading on tilt. Tradeovate has fixed it now because I use their lockout button and it does have, because for a long time it didn't have it where you could, you could go in and change it, but now on Tradeovate there is like a little switch that you can click in there that doesn't allow you to go in and change it. Wedgie, I am not consistently profitable now. I stopped losing money about a year ago. I've had a few little payouts in that time. Yeah. So I'd say basically I'm break even. I'm in a funded account now, but I'm not. Okay, somebody was calling in, but they're gone. Okay, I am going to spin the wheel now, and we will see who won. Okay, winner is Ben. Congratulations. Oh no. Oh no. Now then I see a comment from someone saying how to join. Sorry, there was a link in the description, and it was earlier also. I feel bad that you didn't get in. Okay, Ben is our winner for today. Congratulations, Ben. I will email you with the code for the Lucid 50K Pro account. So congratulations, Ben. Okay, if anyone wants to call in, you can call in now. If not, I'm going to close the stream and go outside. Let's see if I missed anything in here. Luciano Carlos, 8 years in the market, and a total of 60K, and I'm from a third world country. Are you saying you've lost 60K or you've made 60K? I don't know. And Jado, you're going to have to, Jado, whatever it is, you know that I'm talking to you. Maybe you can call in next time. How can I talk to you some other time? I'm on every Wednesday, so any Wednesday from 4 p.m., like 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern time, you can call in and talk to me. So I'll be back here next Wednesday if you want to call in and talk about what's going on. Okay, I can't. This name, Ross. Well, are you guys just putting difficult names in here to mess with me? I took 2 years to get my first payout. Yeah. I honestly can't remember how long it took me to get my first payout. I want to say about a year. But I don't know. I don't quite remember. I just know that after 2 payouts, I traded horribly, and then it was a bad couple months after that, and then it took me a few more months to get back on track, and then shortly after that, I started the YouTube channel, and having that accountability, because I used to put out a video every day saying whether I followed my rules or not, and showing my trade, that really helped. But even doing that, I still couldn't manage to just consistently follow the plan. I thought I would start the YouTube channel and just have no problem at all. I thought with people watching, that's going to be enough to keep me on track. And then I'd be in front of the market, it would be moving, and I'd go off plan. So it's not easy. Okay, guys, if anyone wants to call in now. Otherwise, I am going to close it up for the day. And what's the winner's name? Ben? Ben, if you're here, I will email you. Where is that? Okay. Yeah, Ben. Okay, Ben, I will email you probably tonight. I'll email you tonight and give you the code for that Lucid account. What's this contained chaos? I don't even know what I was talking about now that it's like 0.090. What is this? Okay. I'm confused, but it's okay. All right. I think I'm going to go. There's a lot of action going on outside of my window here. A large squirrel and a deer just went by. Okay, guys, I'll be back next Wednesday. Bye, Chris. I hope things are going well. I haven't seen too much from you this week. Oh, I know what's going on with you. Never mind. You're just trading less because you've got hey, Ben's here. You won. Yay. Yeah, that's exciting, Ben. Ben, have you traded with Lucid? I can't talk. Ben, have you traded with Lucid before? Or is this going to be new for you trading with Lucid? It's exciting. And I am still working on getting those Lucid Daily giveaways for you guys. I talked to the guy last week from Lucid, and he said they didn't have them yet. So I will keep nagging him, and hopefully we'll have some of those to give away soon. And maybe I'll talk to Apex. I don't know. Do you guys want Apex giveaways? Oh, you have not. Okay. Ben, this 50K account you don't have an activation fee and there's no monthly rebill on it. So you can just take your time, pass whenever. Let's see. What is the pro account? Lucid Pro, 50K. I don't know why it gives this option. I don't know if you're going to have a daily max loss limit or not. It seems like it's an option on here, but so your max loss limit is going to be $2,000, profit target $3,000. Your drawdown's end of day drawdown, so that's good. We don't need to look at your max contract size because you're not going to be trading max contracts. No activation fee. Funded rules. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I would just. Oh, you could pass your eval in one day, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would say try and just trade your plan and pass your funded account how you intend to trade pass your eval account how you intend to trade your funded account. So that's my advice for you, Ben. I expect good things. Orlando, if you're still here, I want to know what's happening with the account that you won, because Orlando won an account like 2 weeks ago, and I think a couple days later he was like, oh, it's funded. So there was the FundedNext one. So I like to keep track of what goes on with these accounts that you guys win. What if Hub? How to participate? Do you mean how to participate on calling in? We already did the draw, so the draw's over. Next time it'll be the same thing. The link will be in the description on the live and in the chat at the beginning of the live stream. And if you want to call in, there's this clean feed link pinned in the chat. You can call in using that and talk to me if you've got something going on in your trading. So if you want to participate that way, yeah, Ben, yes, keep me informed. And I'm excited. I really like Lucid. I've heard nothing but good things about them. I think I did 2 evals with them, which I blew up, but it's kind of okay. I had to have my husband buy them for me because it just, from my Lucid dashboard, it just would not let me, it just wouldn't let me buy accounts. I don't know if it's my bank or what it was, but I could not get a Lucid account of my own. Okay, I'm going to take this one call here. You guys are hard on me with the names here. Baruch? Hey, you're on. You have to. Oh, he's gone. It's another person trying to join the giveaway. The giveaway's done, guys. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back here next Wednesday. So anybody who wants to call in, you can call in and talk to me next Wednesday. Yeah, that's it. I've got a video out on Saturday. It's not the. I don't want to say it's kind of dark, but it is a little. It's not like it's not I guess maybe it's a little too real on what my trading experience was and what I think a lot of other people fall into with it, but I think it's important, especially for people who are kind of like stuck in those really bad patterns with their trading. And then yeah, I'll have the app coming out hopefully soon. Anybody in the Discord, you'll hear about that shortly, and people will be able to try it out for free. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been working on it a lot. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. If you're in the Discord, I will see you tomorrow. If you're not, I will see you back here next Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay. We'll see you guys later. I'll put on my little shame spiral screen here to end it. Hey, I know I said I ended it, but Ben, yeah, I'll email you. Sorry. Okay, so Ben, I'm going to email you with a code for a 50K Lucid Pro account. So then and I'll send you a link to sign up for Lucid. But yeah, so I'll send that to you today. Okay.